Do these blocks build better castles than these blocks? Does imaginary ice cream taste better from this bowl than this one? And has this fire engine rescued more imaginary cats from more imaginary trees than this one? Hi, I'm Julia. I'm a Level 3 qualified practitioner and an early education editor here at Family. This week we're talking plastic in the early years and why it's
the worst thing ever!
I'm obviously joking. But plastic does get a really bad rap. We know the environmental impacts of plastic, so I'm not saying go out and buy loads more for your setting, but banning it altogether might not be the answer either. So today, here's 3 things to think about if you're considering swapping out plastic at your setting. First of all, stepping away from plastic needn't be a clean sweep. You could just choose not to buy any more plastic for your setting, but let the children continue to enjoy the plastic resources that you do have. Any change in your setting or resources is a transition that children and parents might need support with, so it's okay to do things slowly and sensitively. It can also provide a sense of stability and security for children to know that certain resources or toys will be at the setting when they get there. I spoke to Michelle Barrett, a head teacher of Randolph Beresford Early Years Centre, and she explained this really well. Their continuous provision, or what they call their core experiences, are the same all the time. They make little additions to support children's development and learning, but the children won't just come in one day and find that their favourite toy is gone. Michelle said, children won't come in and find Duplo and then come in again and the Duplo's all gone. When they're thinking about coming into nursery, they think, I played with that yesterday, I'm going to find it today. The most important thing to think about though is why you want to make a change. My colleague, Matt, spoke to Kate Peach, the owner of Each Peach Childcare, and she explained how tricky it can be sometimes to know what's worth changing and know what's worth keeping. She said, there's this wave at the moment of very beige nurseries, and that fashion trend, increasingly so with social media, means people think, I need that, that's what my nursery needs, we need to change it. But what is it that the children in your setting need, in their enabling environment? If you're already in the process of swapping out plastic for wood, you probably have a lot of brightly coloured bits and pieces flying out the door. But donating things can actually be a really good learning opportunity for children. Take a trip to your local charity shop and teach them about passing things on and recycling so that things don't end up in landfill. There are also plenty of ways to reuse the old plastic in your setting. If you've swapped out plastic drawers for wooden baskets, say, you can still use those plastic drawers for other things. A floor height sensory tray for the baby room, a way to carry children's water bottles out into the garden, even a mini mud kitchen. You can also reuse things for the same purpose. If you've swapped out plastic plates and cups for china crockery, then you can use these for a picnic. You can also reuse plastic rubbish. This empty soap pump could hold paint for mark making, or it could become a potion bottle. Bottle tops can be used as loose parts or for craft, and you can use empty plastic containers to stock a role play area. So what is so bad about plastic toys anyway? Well, it depends how you look at it. Natural materials do tend to have more variation in texture, smell, and how they look. They promote children's connection to the environment, and they won't stick around for millennia like plastic will. But there are benefits to plastic toys. I spoke to Charlotte of Little Barn Owls Farm and Forest School about how their setting is a treasure trove of Reggio-inspired loose parts, glass jars, watercolour paints, ateliers, and Lego. Charlotte explained that as long as those toys fit the values and philosophies of your setting, the plastic's fine. Some plastic toys are recycled, you can buy pre-owned, and plastic can be open-ended. Just look at these.
What are those anyway?
Exactly. Again, I'm not saying run out and fill your setting with plastic, but if you're already working with plastic, then carry on. It's actually better to keep using what you have than going out and buying more things. The thing to remember is, while an all-natural, plastic-free environment has its benefits, it's your practice and your relationships with the children that matter most of all. If you don't have the budget to make big changes to your setting, just think about how you can continue to use the resources you already have, because that's the most sustainable thing you can do. How do you feel about plastic in the early years? You can tell us in the comments down below. Also, for more early years content and practice inspiration, you can sign up to the Family newsletter, written by me. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the Family channel for more videos like this one. Bye!